Welcome back. It's day 5, and today I want to talk about stress and what it is, how to get rid of it. So today it's a good idea for me to do this because I actually do feel stressed out. I actually feel irritated, pissed off. If you've ever felt stressed and irritated and pissed off, you know what I'm talking about. It's right now my mind is focused on a certain situation. It doesn't matter what specifically happened. All I know is that my response to it physically is, an increased heart rate. I feel just irritated. Anything that I think about also irritates me. And I know how to get out of it because I've done it many times throughout my life. And a lot of it I learned from YouTube or from books. And it's something that I think that everybody needs to hear. So whenever you have stress, I'm going to talk about cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone, and it's basically the opposite of dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, or oxytocin. And whenever you're experiencing it, that's what gives you that ability to see everything through a shit lens where everything just sucks. So the reason why it exists is because you're a mammal, and in nature, there's a lot of things that will be trying to kill you. And there's a lot of dangerous situations that you need to protect yourself from. So your body will release cortisol, and that gives it the inspiration to feel like crap and survive a situation or find a solution for that situation. Now, we live in a modern society where that's not useful. There's nothing that's actively trying to kill us in most scenarios. If anything, we're worried about how much money we have or our relationships or jobs and things that they're more superficial than survival needs, which is what I believe cortisol really is for. So once you realize that your cortisol levels, they're built up, and you need to do something about it. I've found that for me, it's very difficult to do anything about it while you aren't physically exerting yourself. I like to imagine that I'm walking through the savannah and there's a lion and it sees me and I feel that cortisol and adrenaline at this point. What are you supposed to do? There's a lot of scenarios I imagine you would just die if you're a human in that situation. But you're gonna feel all excited about it in a bad way, and you're probably gonna run. And that running is actually what you're supposed to do with it. Now, you don't absolutely have to run, but physical exertion is what you need to do in order to burn that out. Whenever your body is being used in order to generate energy, use what you've eaten and the fat reserves on your body that you've built over time, you can use that in that moment to burn out that stress. You can wear out your body to the point where those levels, they go back down. And then you can use the next idea that I have to go from there. So while I'm in that state, it's very difficult to get out of, except for doing exercise. I'm not very good at thinking my way out of that state. I need to do something. And after I'm done making this video, I'm gonna go work on my 3 miles for the day because I still have to do my 3 miles for the day. The next thing you need to be aware of is that you're gonna feel whatever you focus on. I remember hearing Tony Robbins say that a while ago. And the way that I imagine it, and this is my revolutionary idea that I've had, and I want the entire world to at least give it a shot one way or another. The idea is, imagine inside of your head that you were born and it was like the Big Bang. There was just the parts that came from your mom and you, and then they became a baby. And there's nothing there. You haven't learned anything yet. You don't know language. You don't know how to walk. You've got your natural instincts, which are very basic for a human. And you are going to learn things throughout your life. The things that you learn, you're either going to have a good feeling about it, or you're going to have a bad feeling about it. And whenever you have a bad feeling about something, you tend to avoid it. You tend to learn from those lessons and not go do them again. Now, when you have good things in your life, you can go back to those memories and think to yourself, I remember that time and it was great, whether it was with friends, family, doing something that you love doing. What you can do, I imagine it like this galaxy in my head, or universe actually. And inside of it, every situation I've ever been in is a galaxy of some sort. And some of them are just terrible, the most worst things I've ever experienced in my entire life, all combined into these. It could be planets, stars, whatever you want it to be, it doesn't matter at this point. But think of your conscious ability to think and go to those different places in your head. You can go to the best time of your life, which I don't know what it is for you. For me, I have so many. It's very easy for me to go to a shitty spot, which I'm in right now, to a good one. And it's amazing how by simply reframing where your mind is focused, with time, you can get out of the shitty galaxy that you're in, which you're stressed about, and then pull those happy chemicals out of the good ones, which is mostly serotonin or oxytocin. Dopamine doesn't really come out of those. Dopamine's more of an in the moment joy type of thing. So what I'm gonna do, I already mentioned I'm gonna go do my run, and then I'm going to reframe, which I'm doing right now by making this video, because what I'm doing right now, I love playing with all my equipment. I love messing with my computer, I love playing my piano, I love talking to the microphone, even though I'm not good at it yet. But my shitty day is getting better right now because I'm aware that I need to go exercise to burn off that energy, that frustration, and that I need to reframe. And that's what I'm doing right now. So by the end of this, I will have completed 19 miles out of my 1,000 for the year in 5 days. And it's not really that big a deal yet, but it's building up another galaxy in my mind where I can go back to it and go, I was committed to something that I believed in more than anything that I ever had in my entire life. And I'm doing something about it that I've never done before. And I don't know if you could see it, but just thinking about it, it makes me so happy inside that I'm actually here doing what I've always wanted to do. And it's actually just because I'm addicted to oxytocin that I want to help other people be happy too, in situations where you could dwell on something all day, months, weeks. But if I can tell you something very simply, and you can use that tool in order to get out of it quickly, then that's a win for everybody, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. There's a link in the description that you can click on if you'd like to actually meet me in real life. I'd love to work with you if you are struggling with your happiness. I'm not a personal development type thing. I am more of a happiness coach, and I'm more of a happiness guru than self-development, but I do know all of the self-development tactics and all the books and everything I've ever read. And I just talk too long and I feel stupid.